Hello friends, welcome to the session. In last session, we learned about importing SVG's component, and in this session, we will learn about useRef hook and how to handle input using useRef hook and what's the benefit of doing so and how can we do certain DOM chains using useRef hook. So for that, let's clean up the thing and let's get started. So I will just clean up all here, and what I will do is I will make one h1 with use ref demo. So now I will import use ref here. So this is also given by React, so we will import that here, and I will make one const with heading ref is equal to use ref, and I will give it null initially. So what I can do is inside this h1 I can write ref is equal to heading ref. So what it does is this ref will store the reference of this heading inside here. So what we can do doing so, let's make one function called handle ref, handle click. So what this function does is, so let's make a button and called change style. So what this change style button gonna do, so first let's bind handle click, and inside handle click what we will write is heading ref dot current. This current will give us this h1 element. So what I will do is current dot style dot background is equal to red. I will do it like this. So this is like normal JavaScript used outside the React. We will select something using document.getElement by ID this, and we will set style like this inside normal JavaScript. But React says that you should not write document.getElement by ID or document.querySelector inside the React component, because that words make React slow, because React virtual DOM is pretty fast and everything you have to do React way it says. So we are using ref to do certain change in DOM if we want to do JavaScript way. So this should now change the background of this h1 to red. So let's see doing so. So we have this now, and when I click change style, it set the background of this h1 to red. So that's all the use of useRef. No, that's not what useRef is made for. So another is, let's make one input here, and let's give us some placeholder, and let's say type something. So normally what happened is whenever this input changes, we need what is written in input here in logic part, right? So to get that, what we do is we simply make one state const input and set input is equal to react dot use state, and initially it is blank. So inside this on change event, what we do is we will just simply call set input, and we will get event here. We will write event dot target dot value. This thing we already did previously. So this will set the input here. So let's make one const again, handle input So what it does is it will just console.log what is in input. So let's copy this button here and let's see log on log handle input is called. So let's see what happened. So let's go to console. I write something and when I click log, this thing is getting shown. So normally we do it like this, but what's the problem doing it? So the problem is with efficiency of the component. So how this thing make efficiency of the component less is because whenever we are setting something in state, this cause this whole component to re-render, and re-rendering means just parsing this whole JSX to the readable JavaScript, and those readable JavaScript is compiled by the browser and the browser paint something on the screen. So whenever we write each and every word in that input field, this all component is re-rendering. So to see that, what we can do is we can make react dot use effect, and inside use effect what we do is we will make one callback function and we will console.log updated, and I will just add the input here. So whenever the input is, this is component did update method, whenever the input is changed, the component again re-rendered, and we can see that by use effect. So let's see that. So first there is nothing in updated. Whenever I type something, see every time it is updating. So this updating means this whole screen is getting painted again and again, and this is efficiency flaw. So normally with this small component we will see nothing because React is pretty fast to react on small component, but when your component is very big like admin panel and every parent app, 10-20 component nested child component, and when parent render the all child will render. So in that case this will be certain jittery effect there. So to handle this input changes and not re-render the component, we will use ref. So let's make another ref here, handle adding ref, no input ref. So now rather than, so I will just comment it out for you. So rather than, and I will copy it and paste it, rather than using the use state method, what we can do is we can just write ref and we will give input ref. So now this ref will store the reference of this input, and whenever we want to log this, so what we do is input ref dot current will give this input HTML tag. So this current will have value in it. So we can do this for now. So we are logging the updated, right? So let's see the updated thing. So first updated, and whenever I type something nothing get updated, the re-rendering is not occurring. So whenever I hit log, I am getting the value. So that's what I want, and that's how I prevented the re-rendering of the component just by typing something in input field. So when to use useRef and when to use state method. So it is pretty simple that you need to use state whenever you want to show certain changes in UI, but this input is getting changed and you are storing it in certain value and you want to submit this to certain backend API. Then in that scenario, you don't need to show that changed input value to the UI. So in that case, we should use useRef. But if you want to show that return text here in UI, then useRef won't work. In that case, you need to set state and cause rendering so that you can see the UI getting changed. So that's the use of useRef hook. So hope you understand. So that's all for this session, and in next session we will learn about getting data from APIs and using Axios. So thank you for watching.